Hey, what's up, gang? Welcome back. Episode 9, House LAEGYR. Word. Somebody translate LAEGYR into something very nice sounding and like either kind of like a harsh like British accent or something like French. LAEGYR, alright? It's just, I love the way that sounds. And I had a ton of fun last episode. We finally expanded, right? 8 freaking episodes in. But it seems like things are gonna pick up, and we've gotta just gotta keep this going, you know. Lady Sienna kind of really, she really kind of like started sending a message out to the realm, just letting everybody know like she's a force to be reckoned with. So the battle over with the war over Vynaros is over. Lady Shiera has bent the knee. And she's actually still in hiding. She's probably going to come out of hiding soon. But as of right now, her Storm Singer, Bathan, is actually running stuff. Alright, so yeah, let's run it. Now let's get our troops back. And because we've been losing so much money having these troops raised. Alright. So what we've got to worry about right now is maybe a de jure war over Vynaros from the High Lord of Nucoria, and that's Alor. But I think right now, like, the Kingdom of Gelios overall, they're just licking their wounds. I doubt that Rhaegar wants to get into another skirmish with us. Yeah, it just wouldn't make any sense for him. You know? Yeah, he's, right? Let's check him out. Even though he's a dope character, he is so dope. So dope. He's really turned out into a really cool character, but he took a bad loss trying to help out Lady Shiera, you know, defend herself from what was going on. So wow, something that I think I totally missed, right? Check it out, look what's over here. Nothing, right? Yeah, so, you know, and I guess that's what happens when you've been like just building on your characters in your realm, because you haven't had like much warfare to deal with. Like, we totally missed the whole fact that the pox is over, so we don't have to deal with that. We survived the pox. All of our kids made it out. Yeah, Lady Sienna's been through some stuff already. Just to think, like, right, how many years have passed game-wise? 14 years have passed. I remember when she was just like 21, just got married to Bathan and stuff. Yes, we've been through some stuff with Sienna. Her kind of like a friend for her youth died, Rhaenys. So, but things are looking up right now. And what we're going to do is we're going to build up our troops back. And that's going to take a little bit of, yeah, that's going to take a while. So we're actually going to pick up the game speed just a little bit. And I think something bad just happened. So it looks like Narquow died, most likely, because he's no longer a master at arms. Yeah, he actually died of the pox. So Narquow was really, he was such a good master at arms. So that's probably like another reason why like our troop total is kind of like low, or we're not reinforcing as quickly as possible. And so we're definitely got to kind of like fill that council seat. Hopefully there's somebody good available. Let's check out within our realm first, see if there's any good candidates. We usually do the whole search character thing. All right, so we actually got a good character. Yeah, and this is a really good time to set up Austin von RAUKOV. We've been waiting to kind of like work him in for so long. This is another custom character submitted by Junglo Unglo, one of our YouTube viewers. Thank you guys so much. Word. And if you guys want to have a character submitted, just send them in. Just work them in lore-wise as best you can. You know, when I don't really have too much, I've got to, you know, like I take the bare bones of what you guys give me, and then I kind of like flesh them out. But yeah, definitely want to have more custom characters. We're definitely going to work them in. We're going to bring them into this crazy world that we've got going on, and this psycho craziness that we're doing every episode. Word. So yeah, back to Austin von RAUKOV. All right, let's check him out. I think we've got him as a character of special interest. Yep. Alright, so Austin von RAUKOV is actually from Port Merak. So let's actually bring things back just a little bit. So Port Merak is actually more east than we've ever been. Alright? That's not as east as you can get, right? Like, this is east. Word. But he's pretty east in terms of our realm. So Austin von RAUKOV, if I remember correctly, I don't want to kind of like get this wrong, being straight up with you. So let me actually go back and do a little bit of research again. Just want to make sure we don't like not give the person their correct props story-wise. Alright, so let's check this out. Austin von RAUKOV. Nope, not him. Alright, so I believe... Alright, so this is the deal with him. I know... Let's check out his traits while I'm trying to find like the character information for him. Word. So him as a character, he's a brilliant commander, right? He's a Lightfoot leader. I guess he's gotten that. Like while he's been at war with us over by Gnarls. He's strong. He's a formidable fighter. He's a strategist. He's wroth. He's lustful. He's brave. He's gregarious. He's cynical, and he's one-handed. Okay. That's Austin von RAUKOV as a character. He's got a pretty good view of me, right? He's got a 46 opinion of me. He's got a really cool sigil. He's got this whole, in honor of his religion, which is the stone cow of Pharos. Word. Not sure what is this religion. All right, so the people of Pharos worship and venerate the stone cow. So I'll be straight up with you guys. I have no idea what the hell is, you know, anything about the religion of the stone cows. But that's where he's from. And Junglo Unglo kind of just said, bro, like, just give him whatever, like not culture necessarily, but religion or anything like that. So, yeah, he's from this area. Alright, and alright, so I can't find like the background for him, so we're just gonna kind of like wing it a little bit, but I think we're gonna be really good on the winging, or the winging is gonna be like amazing. Alright, oh, we got it. Dope, awesome. Alright, so he's basically somebody that traveled from Port Merak because he's heard tales of Lady Sienna. So he arrived, I think, about 2 episodes ago. But why did he leave the realm of his religion, right? Why did he leave Port Merak? So let's check out Port Merak just a little bit. We won't stay on them too long, but let's kind of like flesh out a little bit some stuff for let's flesh out a little backstory for him. So he's a warrior, right? Austin von RAUKOV, obviously. So as a great warrior from this realm, right, he was brought into the service of, let's check this out. He was brought into the service of the now murdered Asifa Farud, all right, and she was murdered by, all right, this person. Okay, so House Farud has ruled over Port Merak for generations, right? And their legendary Eastern Dragon sigil is in honor of the founder of their house that rode a dragon to Port Merak that he tamed while he was escaping Valyria. Word. And he was escaping Valyria because he worked in the stables of one of the prestigious dragon lords and raised and basically catered to one of the strongest dragons ever. from Valyria at the time, and that's the dragon that he used to fly to Port Mirac and establish the kingdom of Port Mirac. Okay, yeah, that works. So that's basically a little background on the Farouds, who basically rule in Port Mirac, and you know the story behind their sigil. But what's his name? Von RAUKOV, his family wasn't really too prestigious, you know. His father was basically somebody of a small noble house, somebody that was known for making armor, and specifically he was an expert in making attaching clothing to the armor, you know. So basically he would be the person to make sure that the breastplates had leather, you know, especially for the cold winters that Port Mirac dealt with in this southern territory. So that was his father. So yeah, humble beginnings, but they were a noble house. So Oxen von RAUKOV became the ward of, let's put this, became the ward of, when did he die? Became the ward of Asifa and when she was murdered by Lady Najat, well, kind of like maybe before, when he heard about the plot to kill Asifa, that a plot was going on, he tried his best to kind of like warn her, but she didn't believe him, and she couldn't believe that one of her close friends, Lady Najat, the Shadow, who is her spy master, would do that to her. So because she was so close to the Lady Najat, Asifa that is, she banished Oxen von RAUKOV from her realm and ordered him to leave and take refuge with the Horse Lords to the north, which were the Dothraki. So from about the age of about, let's say, 17, well no, let's dial it back a little bit, from about 16 to about 22, Oxen von RAUKOV served as a friend to the of the High Lordship, well, the High Lord of West Ifiquan, whatever that is, Efekevron, yeah. And when he got murdered back in the 5th moon of 8001, that's when Oxen von RAUKOV said, you know, I've had enough of this. I'm finding somebody to serve that is honorable and somebody that I can respect. And during those travels, he was kidnapped and ambushed by the people that were plotted to kill Kotoko of West Ifkivron, which was Kafili of Havask Lex of House Felai. So she had him ambushed, but he got away, but the ambushers actually cut off his hand. But because Oxen von RAUKOV was so formidable, he was able to mount a horse, because again, he learned from the Dothraki how to ride. And yeah, he made his way down to the High Lordship of Greece. Alright, so we've worked in Oxen von RAUKOV. So he's actually a really good candidate for Master at Arms. But, so let's run the game. Let's get this going. So we're searching for a Master at Arms. We've got Oxen von RAUKOV, which is a really good candidate, actually. But let's actually see who's out there, who could join our realm. Alright. Alright, so while we're doing that, we're actually going to introduce our third and our last actual submitted character, which is Harig of House Reaver. Now, Harig of House Reaver, he was actually submitted by, let's see, like, I know another YouTube viewer, but his name is so hilarious. I have to get this right. And I hope he's not, but his name is I'm Probably Going to Die in, I think, what, a couple of months or something like that, or a couple of weeks, or this year. Like, if it's something, let me just be clear, like, if anybody's going through something like that, like a terminal illness or something like that, it's not funny, it's not hilarious. You know, I feel for you if you're going through anything, brother, and I hope, like, you're not gonna die anytime soon. Word. So best of health if you need that kind of energy sent your way. But if he was doing it just to be funny, just the avatar and everything, he or she, whatever the YouTube viewer is, I don't care. But I just really appreciate the feedback. But yeah, I wanted to save this one, kind of like a best for last thing, because this guy's, or whatever, has been always commenting on my videos, so thank you for the support, brother. But I switched up basically this character's house name, because I think the YouTube viewer wanted it to be Drowned Man, and that was just kind of, yeah, I wasn't, I just didn't think it was gonna go lore wise. I think the Ironborn usually have, you know, kind of like names like Reaver and stuff like that. So I wanted them to have an Ironborn feel to them. So I kept the first name Harig, gave the character all of the traits that the viewer requested. So he's a brilliant steward. He's a legitimized bastard. He's strong, formidable fighter, fashionable, master seducer, cruel, lustful, zealous, and also has the pox. So I hope this guy Harig doesn't die anytime soon. He's currently 32. This character's been around since ever since I introduced Rhaenys. Harig and RAUKOV have also been in the game, so certain things might have changed in terms of their characteristic, their traits that they originally had, but for the most part, they are the character that was submitted. So what's kind of sad is, like, Harig currently has the pox, so I hope he doesn't die. But he's a weird cat. Let's check out. I think I'm gonna die in a couple of, with the YouTube viewer, I think they actually pulled their character submission, so I'm not really too sure or remember what was the background story for Harig. But we're gonna go ahead and kind of like just give him one. So what is it? I think I think the character, the YouTube viewer wanted this guy to be drowned. So we're going to give him that trait, but we're first going to marry them, because that was the next request, that he gets married. So we actually don't have a good character to marry him to, Harig, that is. So we're just going to kind of like let Harig kind of like just hang out in our realm. I'll be honest with you, the traits really aren't, the character as isn't really kind of like a character that I'm going to move into my council. But I hope that Harig survives so we can find some use for him within the High Lordship of AGOT. So yeah, that's Harig. And again, thank you so much for that character submission. Alright, but back to Master at Arms and the search. Alright. So Harig's actually trying to kill some guy named Jakaris. So Harig's keeping busy, even though we don't have something for Harig to do. Harig is definitely working his CK2 stuff in the background. Alright, so in terms of Master at Arms candidates, we've got this guy named Quavo. We'll just go ahead and call him Quavo, screw it. And he's actually a pretty good character, brilliant commander, heavy infantry leader, trained fighter, hunter, envious, brave, fairly young, only 29. He's currently serving as Master at Arms for Valyria, for the Lady Illyria of Valyria, and she's blind. Okay, alright, so yeah, so let's actually check her out. A pretty cool character. She's cruel, paranoid, patient, slothful. She's taken out alone. She's stubborn. She has dragon dreams. She's blinded. She's fat. She's a genius and an elusive shadow. Alright, so she's currently at war with the High Lordship of Valyria. What is the actual war? Let's go back a little bit. Okay, so she's actually... Alright, so she's actually fighting for her independence from the High Lordship of Valyria. Okay. That's cool. So he's currently the Master at Arms for her. So Quavo, he's actually a noble character. He's from House Jevayan. Alright, or Jevayan. Yeah, I like Jevayan better. Jevayan just sounds weird. But you know what? We're gonna let him kind of like chill out within this realm. Yeah, because she needs all the help that she can get in this battle for independence. And we're actually going to keep some tabs on how everything goes. Not really digging like the house or anything like that. And who's actually the High Lord of Valyria? Yep, House Valzarin. Yeah, I know. I'm kind of like, yeah, I love this crest. Yeah, so it's not looking too good because Illyria, who's actually the Lord or the Lady of the Lordship of Valyria, she's got about, I think, 7,500 troops. Let's go back. Let's check this out. Yeah. Yep. She's got 7,040 troops. And, yeah. Daenerys of House Valzerian, she's only got, 4,040 troops. Who's winning it? Alright, so it's currently going in the favor of Lady Illyria. And yeah, it seems like a lot of the vassals of the High Lordship have rebelled against Lady Daenerys. But Daenar of Tyria, he's actually joined the fray. So he's actually helping out Daenerys. So alright, so you've got some stuff going on definitely over here in this territory. But the next available character, yeah, they're only at 20, so yeah, that's not good enough for us. So we're gonna go ahead and appoint Austin von RAUKOV, the one-handed Master at Arms for the High Lordship of Valyria. Pretty cool. Yeah, let's go ahead and set him to training troops down in Pyrrhus, because that's where we're really situated in. Alright, and we've got a message that Maelor, yeah, I thought somebody was trying to kill him. Maelor just can't catch a break. Somebody's trying to kill him. Now he's got the pox, but I thought the pox left our realm, right? So we're gonna go ahead and put Taegon back to it. Yeah, there's no epidemic, but Noraqua has died of the pox, and I knew Taegon was gonna get it done. And Maelor caught the pox, but of course Taegon, he healed him. While we're talking about Taegon, let's actually just double back and check out our council real quick. Actually see how Taegon's been doing. So, oh no, Taegon's actually got the pox, which is crazy. Okay, but he's had a successful treatment, so he should, yep, and he's got a +2 with the health. So he's currently at a 4 in terms of health, so he's doing good. He's doing good. Hopefully he survives. Alright, so we've got a message from Austin von RAUKOV. He's feeling himself. He's like, I'm Master at Arms. Let me send you a message. Alright, so yeah, ever since he's been here for 1 day, Pyrrhus has never been the sword of soldiers. Or good job. 1 day on the job. Alright, so yeah, we're just gonna kind of like keep a tab on Taegon. Hopefully he doesn't die anytime soon. Such a dope character. So he's only had expanded his house by 1. That's Lyanna. Alright, so she's weak. She's currently still got the etiquette focus. Alright, she's being educated by Taegon, of course. But his wife, right? His wife, Vela, yeah, she stepped out on him. And she's actually pregnant with some guy named Jacaris's bastard. And I think that's our Justiciar. Yup. So we've got some drama. Yeah, we've got some drama in our council, and I think that Taegon thinks that Daenerys is his daughter. Nope, he doesn't. He knows that she's a bastard. Crazy. Yeah. So Jakaris is actually, he hasn't legitimized her. And I don't think he can. He'd probably have to reach out to me to legitimize her. So I wonder how Vela and Taegon are going to get on now. Being that, she stepped down on him. Okay. So we're going to set up Daenerys with the education focus of humility. Let's see how that goes. And while we're focused on midgets, we've got Larian, he's now 12, and he's doing okay for himself. He's got the education focus of Marshall, so his Marshall's currently at an 11. All right, so yeah, I think he should definitely show some ambition. I've got some plans for Larian, and because we're so fond of Larian. Yeah, we're going to see if we can invite him to our court once he turns. I think we can invite him when he turns 16. We're not gonna just council command him over. Yeah, we won't do that. All right. Now check this out. Up here it says that Daenerys, who we know is like the bastard child of Jakaris. They say that she's an Embarian. Or okay. Alright, so Dela, our daughter. Alright, so also as court physician, he kind of like does like maester duties, right? Let's see, do we have a maester? No, we have a storm singer, yeah. So he kind of does like the whole maester duty, and he serves the court by like advising the kids and mentoring the kids. Yeah. Alright, so Dela's actually got an increase in 2 in her stewardship. Alright. So because she's a LAEGYR, we sent her up with the pride focus. So we're probably going to move that when she turns into a teenager to some kind of like stewardship based focus. Yeah, but we'll see how things shake out. But as of right now, it looks like she's going to be pretty good with money. Alright, so things are settling down. Let's see where our troops are at. Alright. Let's run the ticker just a little bit more, because our main thing that we're doing right now is we're really trying to like just rebuild our troops up to at least at 8,000 men, and then we're going to kind of like expand to the marble. But we so like just I don't curse much, but we totally like fucked this up. So yeah, you see this guy over here. Guess who this is? It's still fucking Daro. I'm sorry. I don't mean to curse, but yeah. So he's done his job. He's fabricated the claim, and we've been like so busy, right? We've been doing whatever the hell we've been doing, and we forgot to set up Daro with some more work. So we've backed up the possibility of expanding our realm, probably by like, maybe like an episode. But yeah, we're gonna put Daro to work. So it's actually because there's a whole bunch of drama going on over here. And we're actually going to move Daro. I don't know if we have enough ships to expand to the Isle of Cedars. Tolos, same thing, right? We'd still have to, because there's no land bridge, so we'd still have to take ships over to anything north over here. So what makes sense for us to do is to expand to something that has a land bridge, and it's basically it's really just these two lordships over here, either the lordship of Port Vader or the lordship of Misa Fire or Fayer. So we're actually gonna put him to work into we're actually gonna set him into the lordship of Port Vader. Alright, and I think that's where we're gonna leave it at. We still can't kind of like wage war on anybody. We're still rebuilding. We're probably gonna dig into a little bit of what we've been doing so far. This episode is kind of like really just you know, digging back into our realm and stuff like that. But yeah, it's been a fun one. It's been a good one. I'll see you guys on the next one. Take it easy. Peace. Bye.